Hey, what's up everyone, it's your girl Brain Shanae, and today I have pretty much some book mail that I want to share with you all. But if you want to know what all that I acquired throughout this week, please stay tuned. And I am back, and also if you are new to my channel, welcome. So like I said before, I have some bookish mail that I want to share with you all. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So the first book, I don't know what, it wasn't like a, I've been wanting to get this book and read all three of the books. And then I saw the covers and I just had to get that or get it. And so I've acquired Octavia E. Butler, Dawn. It's the Lilith's Brood novel. So these are the new covers that they're coming out with. I know the second book for this series, it's for the new cover, I think it's released next week, I'm not sure. So I haven't read this series by Octavia Butler. I've heard a lot of great things about it. I want to go ahead and get into it. It's sci-fi. I haven't read anything sci-fi this year, and so I'm thinking about reading it in September particularly. But yes, I love this cover, and I think that's what got me, like, with at least this edition. I really loved. I just loved the colors. It's beautiful. And so for this book, it says, when Lilith Eopo wakes from a deep sleep, she finds herself aboard a vast spaceship, haunted by confused memories of a nuclear war that ravaged the world. She discovers that she is being held by the Unkali, a seemingly benevolent alien race that intervened in the human race's extinction, rescuing the survivors from their ruined planet and placing them in a coma-like sleep for centuries. Now the restored Earth is ready for inhabitants, and the Unkali want Lilith to help awaken the rest of the survivors and rebuild humankind. But the Unkali have needs of their own, and salvation comes at a price. Soon Lilith must choose how much of humanity she is willing to sacrifice for the future of her race. So, like I said, I haven't read this book or the series, and I thought this would be a great introduction to it. And like I said, it's also sci-fi, and you know, Octavia Butler is like the mother of sci-fi. But yes, I wanted to give it a go. I wanted to read this and see what I thought. But I also have pre-ordered the two other books. Like I said, the second book for this series with the new covers is coming out, I think, next week or the week after. And then the newest book, the third book for this, for the new covers, I think comes out in October or November. But yeah, so I'll be reading this in September, so you better watch out for that video. But here's this book. Next is the book of the month. So this is a monthly book box subscription that I pretty much pay for every single month. I think I only ordered or picked one book for August. So let me show you that. And this is an early release as well. And a lot of people have been raving about this book, especially the author in general. She has written a lot of books, especially the popular YA book Insinuary and Illusionary. I believe those are the two books. So I went ahead and got this book. This is the book of the month cover edition. And this is The Inheritance of Orquídea Divina. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but this is by Zoraida Cordova. Lord. But yes, I want to go ahead and wanted to get this. I wanted to read this because I've heard nothing but great things about it, and the cover is beautiful, and look at the back, it's just gorgeous. And then if I take the dust jacket off, this is the color of the book. But let me go ahead and read the synopsis so we can get a better understanding of what this book is about. So it says, the stars have shifted, the earth has turned, the time is here, I am dying. Come and collect your inheritance. So it says, the Montoyas are used to a life without explanations. They know better than to ask why the pantry never seems to run low or empty, or why their matriarch won't ever leave their home in Four Rivers, not for graduations, weddings, or baptisms. But when Orquídea, I can't pronounce her name, Divina, invites them to her funeral and to collect their inheritance, they hope to learn the secrets that she has held onto so tightly their whole lives. Instead, Orquídea is transformed into a ceiba tree, her limbs stretching into roots and branches, leaving them with more questions than answers. 7 years later, her gifts have manifested in different ways for Miramar, Ray, and Rhiannon, granting them unexpected blessings and powers. But soon, a hidden figure begins to tear tear through their family tree, picking them off one by one as it seeks to destroy Aquidia's line. Determined to save what's left of their family and uncover the truth behind their inheritance, her descendants travel to Ecuador, to the place where Aquidia buried her secrets and broken promises and never looked back. So this sounds really deep, a lot of family secrets and stuff like that. So I definitely plan on reading this really soon. But I love the cover. I heard a lot of great things about this on BookTube, so it was like an impulse buy pretty much. I'm like, okay, I need to read this. Everybody keeps talking about it. So yeah, so I got this for book of the month. Next right here, this is from St. Martin's Press. So yeah, let's see. So this is some publisher mail right here. Oh, okay. So this is a book that is very popular now. It's all over TV. So let me take this off. It says We Are the Brennans, and this is by Tracy Lang. I've seen this all over the news and stuff. Like, this has become like a bestseller. And I'm really interested to read this because it sounds really interesting. I know it's about a family dynamic and stuff like that. But yeah, so it came with this little thing right here. It says, Tracy Lang has a real gift for creating people so lifelike they could live next door. The Brennan clan may be a mess of secrets, lies, and troubles, but they are loyal to the end. Open the page and fall in love. So yeah, this book came out on August the 3rd. So yeah, let me see what this book is about. So it says, let's see, because I also got this as well, where it says, Dear Celadon reader, Celadon Books is excited to send you an early copy of the debut novel. Okay, so they sent me this a while back and I just received it. That's crazy. And then this gives you information about Tracy Lang, author of the debut novel, We Are the Brennans, on big families and keeping secrets. So it goes more into depth of the book itself. But let me go ahead and read the synopsis on the back of the book. So it says, in the vein of Mary Beth Keene's Ask Again, Yes, Tracy Lang's We Are the Brennans explores the staying power of shame and the redemptive power of love in an Irish Catholic family torn apart by secrets. When 29-year-old Sunday Brennan wakes up in a Los Angeles hospital, bruised and battered after a drunk driving accident she caused, she swallows her pride and goes home to her family in New York. But it's not easy. She deserted them all and her high school sweetheart 5 years before with little explanation, and they've got questions. Sunday is determined to rebuild her life back on the East Coast, even if it does mean tiptoeing around resentful brothers and an ex-fiance. The longer she stays, however, the more she realizes they need her just as much as she needs them. When a dangerous man from her past brings her family's pub business to the brink of financial ruin, the only way to protect them is to upend all their secrets that have damaged the family for generations and will threaten everything they know about their lives. In the aftermath, the Brennan family is forced to confront painful mistakes and ultimately find a way forward together. So yeah, this book sounds really interesting and really deep and very mysterious. So yeah, so like I said, this came out on August 3rd. Already it's become like a bestseller. So yeah, definitely gonna have to read this. I don't know when, but it'll definitely be something that I'll be looking forward into. Not soon, but eventually. But yeah, so I got this in the mail. We Are the Brennans by Tracy Lang. Let's see. All right, and we got another book here. This is by, it says Open for Books from Simon Teen right here. So let's see what is in this package. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. This is one of my anticipated reads. Okay, and this comes out next month. This is For All Time by Shanna Miles. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is like messing up my, like, what I want to read this month too. Oh my gosh. All right. So Yeah, so this book comes out on September. I'm not sure which date, but I know it just comes out next month. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my gosh. Just look at the cover. Isn't it gorgeous? Just look at it. Oh my gosh. Yep, I'm reading it. I'm reading it this month. Yep, I am. I definitely am. Oh my gosh. So let me go ahead and read the synopsis for this book because I was so excited to read this. So it says Tamar is a musician, a warrior, a survivor. Fayard, he's a pioneer, a hustler, a hopeless romantic. Together, Tamar and Fayard have lived 1,000 lives, seeing the world build itself up from nothing only to tear itself down again in civil war. They've even watched humanity take to the stars, but in each life, one thing remains the same: their love and their fight to be together. One love story after another. The only concern is they never get to see how their story ends. Until now, when they finally discover what it will take to break the cycle, will they be able to make the sacrifice? Shana Miles attended the University of South Carolina, where she earned a bachelor's degree in journalism. With a passion for reading, she continued on to Georgia State University, where she earned a master's degree in library media. Born and raised in Columbia, South Carolina, she considers herself a dyed-in-the-wool Southern girl. To find more about Shanna, you can connect with her online and her social media. So this is basically talking about Tamar and Fayard, who have lived thousands of years, like thousands of lives, pretty much. That's what it says. Lived 1,000 lives. So this is where they never knew how their life would end. They never had that ending. So this is pretty much what this book is about. We're going to find out what their ending is. So yeah, I'm so excited to read this. I'm definitely going to be reading this because I got to. So yeah, so I got For All Time by Shana Miles right here. I'm so excited to read this. Okay. All right. Next package. Let's see. This is from, I don't know, but it's a package. So let's open it. All right, here we go. Okay, so this is a book. I'm not sure what this is about. So this says Dare to Know. It's a novel by James Kennedy. Let me know down below if you have heard of this book. But yeah, this is a finished copy, it looks like. So I'm not sure what this is about. It says on the back, it says, it was a lark to begin with, looking up on my own death date. I thought I'd have the self-control to stop calculating before I got too close, to halt the algorithm. But now I'm so close to the answer that is coming in from the cold. The answer is coming to my outstretched hand, even though maybe I have half changed my mind, even though I don't want to know anymore. So take your hand back. I don't want it, but I do. I can't help myself. I keep going, keep calculating, though momentum swings me along. One last multiplication. I grasp it. I have it. I'm finished. Wait, no. So that's what it says on the very back. So let me go ahead and let me see. So this is from Court Books. So it says, thank you so much for expressing interest in receiving A Dare to Know by James Kennedy via Cork's Fall 2021 outreach. This novel is truly something special. The experience of reading it has been compared to watching David Lynch and Darren Aronofsky's films, and authors like Kieran Gillen have said it's like Philip K. Dick's energy-infusing Death of a Salesman. Whoa. So yeah, let's see. So it says Dare, like I said, Dare to Know by James Kennedy. Let me go ahead and read the synopsis. So it says, what if you learn the exact moment of your death and it already happened? Our narrator is the most talented salesperson at Dare to Know, an enigmatic company that has developed the technology to predict anyone's death to the second. Their one rule: salespeople can never look up their own death dates. Our narrator has never been tempted before, but after a string of failures, a single crisis pushes him over the edge. The problem: his prediction says he died 23 minutes ago. The only person who can confirm its accuracy is Julia, the woman he loved and the lost during his rise up the ranks of Dare to Know. As he travels across the country to see her, he's forced to confront his past, the choices he made, and the terrifying truth about the company he works for and his real role there. It says, wildly ambitious and highly immersive, this mind-bending thriller explores the destructive power of knowledge, and it collapses the boundaries between reality, myth, and conspiracy as it races towards its stunning and emotional conclusion. So this is what it looks like without the dust jacket. So this sounds really interesting, and like it's definitely a thriller. It seems really creepy too, like trying to know like your death date. So it's really interesting. But yeah, so this is Dare to Know by James Kennedy. So I got this. Next, let's see. I think I have one more package left. And it's saying that this book is from Penguin Teen and it's going to be released on August 24th. So let's go ahead and see what's in this package. Oh, okay. So this is a finished copy. And this is the second book of A Goddess in the Machine by Laura Beth Johnson. So I have the first book. I haven't read it yet. And they went ahead and provided me the second book of the finished copy. And it is this one, The Devil in the Device, like I said, by Laura Beth Johnson. So this is the second book, and it comes out August 24th. So if you haven't pre-ordered it, you should do so. But I haven't read the first book, but I heard a lot of people loved it. So and this is sci-fi, so I'll probably be reading the first book next month in September, and then probably read the next book in October. But yes, isn't the cover beautiful? I do like it. And then if I take the dust jacket off, this is what it looks like. But let me go ahead and read the synopsis for this book. So it says, Zaid's power might be going to his head. Newly on the throne, he's still getting used to wearing Merit's face, but he cannot deny that the influence it affords him has its perks. So when the magic of Erison's starts to turn deadly, Zaid must master the crown if he's going to save his people, and Serena's destructive plans for Erison's aren't going to make that easy. Worse, he's starting to see her point. Andra is underground. Assumed dead by the people of Arisund, she must stay hidden in the city's depths if she's going to live long enough to build the rocket that will finally save the colonists from this dying planet. But when Andra hears voices urging her to destroy everything, she starts to dig deeper into her subconscious. What she discovers leads her to question whether she's destined to be a savior after all. Battling the dangerous forces buried within their minds, Andra and Zaid will have to find a way to work together before two power-hungry leaders and a deadly swarm of rogue technology destroys humanity for good. It says Laura Beth Johnson delivers a stunning conclusion to the Goddess in the Machine duology with this brilliant novel. Part political conspiracy, part technological thriller. Its deeply emotional core deftly explores what it means to be human and how to hold on when everything seems lost. So yeah, so this is part of duology, and like I said, The Goddess in the Machine is the first book, so I do have that. So I'll probably be reading the first book next month because it's sci-fi, so I want to read some sci-fi next month, and then I'll probably be reading this month in October. So yeah, so those are it, you guys. These are all the books I have acquired with my book mail. Let me just show you real quick. So there we have it. These are all the book mail that I received. I really hoped you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Also, hit that subscribe button and that bell to be notified when I upload more videos in the future. But thank you so much for watching, you guys. And please stay healthy and stay safe. See ya.